Welcome to the third video on the module 5, that is fabrication of PN junctions. So in the previous two videos we have discussed about the three process, that is what is thermal oxidation, next followed by diffusion and ion implantation. So thermal oxidation is a process in which the silicon wafers will be having converted to silicon dioxide, and similarly we have seen that ion implantation and diffusion are the process in which we will be adding the impurities, that is the doping process will be happening. So in this video we will be discussing about what is meant by RTP. So RTP is rapid thermal processing. Also we will be discussing what is CVD. CVD is chemical vapor deposition. So rapid thermal processing. So what is rapid thermal processing? So we have discussed in the previous videos that when I want to get thermal oxidation or when I want to go for ion implantation, there is a need for high temperature. So the high temperature can be obtained in having a very long time. That is, we know that whenever I go for ion implantation or whenever I go for the other thermal process, so the time required to get the high temperature will be more. And similarly, the time needed to reduce the temperature of the system will also be very high when it is happening thermally. So in RTP, we will be using the light energy, that is a high intensity tungsten filament or halogen lamps will be used as a source of thermal energy. So here what happens is in this diagram we can see here the wafer which has to be oxidized or which has to be diffused is placed. So the complete setup is in the quartz window, and which is coated by a material which will reflect the light energy incident inside, so that to get back the maximum intensity here. So when a gas is passed through this inlet and these high intensity lights are switched on, that is this highlight this intensity or the power of this will be in terms of tens of kilowatts. So this high intensity tungsten halogen infrared lamps will be glowing. So suddenly there will be an increase in the temperature. So because of this increase in the temperature, so the chemical process will be happening, and hence the oxidation or whatever the process is there, it can be it can take place. And this pyrometer is a device which I will be using it to measure the temperature. Okay. Now, in case of this processing time, so when I turn on the time, the high intensity radiations will come, it will shine throughout the quartz chamber, and also it will be reflected on the surfaces, and this intensity are absorbed by the wafer, causing its temperature to rise very rapidly. So here the increase in the temperature will be around 50 to 100 degrees Celsius per second, and when the lamps are turned off, the wafer will be dropping the temperature rapidly because of the low thermal mass of the RTP system. When compared to furnace, the operating time or the switching time of the temperature will be very less. So therefore, in RTP, temperature is essentially used to switch or to quench the reaction. So here, the main problem here is ensuring the temperature uniformity against the large wafers and accurate temperature measurement. So we will be using the pyrometers or thermocouples in this case. So the next one is CVD. So CVD is nothing but chemical vapor deposition. So we know that whenever I want to go for an oxidation or diffusion process, the gases will be used, and the elements or the ions which is passing will be getting deposited in on the surface. So because of that, the surface will be getting oxidized, or the surface will be getting converted to the required electrical property. So here CVD is a technique used for manufacturing of coatings, powders, fibers and monolithic components. That is, it is mainly used in the thin film applications. So thin film applications are nothing but it is one of the process in the IC manufacturing. This is one of the type of IC. So here, by varying the experimental conditions like of the material used for the as a silicon wafer, or the temperature at which the process happens, or the composition of the reaction gases, the gases which is used here, and the pressure, the I can get different outputs, or I can say that the material with different properties can be grown. So this setup gives us a clear idea about the CVD. So here the deposition of the solids. So here I have my aluminium and the hydrogen gas which will be passed together here, and it will when it comes with very high pressure, I mean when it comes here and when it strike here, this will be happening at a very low pressure, and based on the what is the pressure we can have it is LPCVD, that is low pressure CVD or ultra low pressure CVDs. So the main important thing is this process will be happening at the low pressure condition. So here it belongs to the class of vapor transfer process. So here it is atomistic in nature. That is, the deposition will species or atoms or molecule, or it is a combination of this. So a chemical reaction will take place, and we will be getting the byproducts. So which will be collected later. So this gives the flow of the reactions. So the first one is the diffusion of the reactants through the boundary layer. So this is the boundary layer we have, and when it comes inside it, absorption happens, and the absorbed material after observing the diffused particles, chemical reaction takes place. So after the chemical reactions, so here deabsorption of the substance takes place, and it is diffused out, and it is collected as the byproducts. So here the setup will be almost the same as the previous one, and these are the gaseous states will be observed, chemical reaction will be taking place, and the products will be released off. So CVD is normally used in semiconductor and microelectronic industries, also in metallurgical coating industries. It is used in optical fibers for telecommunication, and it is used for wear resistant coatings. That is wherever when we want to protect the device from the external environment like temperature or wind, and also it is a corrosion resistant coatings of the electronic components, and also heat resistant coatings. And also CVD is applied for preparing the devices to withstand the very high temperatures. So in this video, we have discussed about what is meant by rapid thermal processing as well as chemical vapor deposition. So RPD is nothing but it which is used to increase or it is used to increase the speed of the chemical reaction by suddenly increasing the temperature or by suddenly decreasing the temperature. Chemical vapor deposition is one technique where we will be using a low pressure, and then using the low pressure we will be doing the deposition process. So in the next video we will be seeing what is meant by photolithography. Thank you.